Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Saturday, July 18th, 2020. We are here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade, just doing another walk around. Fortunately, I think the Monday Mystery game is ready. Gotta do a little more button-up work, but nothing too terrible. Was concerned the last few days about getting that all done, but I think it's gonna be a fun one this Monday. I think they're all fun, but I mean, this one I think people are gonna dig it. Shout outs to Chris and Jamie and Greg. Thank you all for being here. Hope everybody is having a great start to their weekend. Hope everybody's Saturdays turn out good. So glad that things are busy, and it is going to be so much effort for the 10-year anniversary. We just hope that we're anxious for it. We are very anxious for the 10-year anniversary. Shout out to Thomas Roth for joining us, and Justin Parker and Everett saying, do you have Varth Operation Thunderstorm? We don't have it on the arcade floor, but again, that doesn't mean that it's not in the vaults somewhere. And this Monday is coming up. Something's almost ready, so maybe it's Varth. Who knows? We will have to see Monday, 5 p.m. Central, for the big unveiling. It's been doing a lot of big machines lately. We did Solvaloo, House of the Dead 4, and Daytona was last Monday Mystery, which was such an amazing game. We're so happy that everybody's been enjoying that. Came here earlier. There was people staying around just enjoying Daytona and saying the words, the super iconic Daytona theme that happens as it's going along. So very cool to see everybody enjoying that. Shout outs to Pete and Jamie saying, do you even game at home? So occasionally, I don't have any arcade cabinets at the house. Everything is here for everybody to play and enjoy. I have 0 cabinets at the house. At one point, Danielle had a flicky machine at home. She never played it much just because she was always so concerned that she would set the world record at home without people being able to witness it. And even though she had a recording set up, she wanted to do it live here at an arcade. So that was, she eventually got rid of that, and now there's no machines in the house, and everything is here for everybody. Greg saying I'm moving into the vault. Well, let me know. I'll have to disarm all the traps and security. Alejandro saying, what about Zaxxon? So we have Zaxxon. Not only do we have Zaxxon, let's take a walk over to our Zaxxon. Zaxxon, it's so classic. What an amazing game. So good, but it is so difficult. It has such a high learning curve to it. Like, people didn't get that angle that you were flying on, and very unique, very, very fun game. The people that did get used to it, they wanted an even bigger challenge. They put out Super Zaxxon. It is right over here. It's in our third building. So we have Zaxxon. Original dedicated cabinet. This was known as the Converta Cab, and Sega used it on a lot of different games. Super Zaxxon, which a lot of people see Super Zaxxon in this cabinet, but its original dedicated cabinet was the same cabinet that they would by Buck Rogers. Another very cool game. They added the Dragon Boss and everything, but pretty much the same similar setup as regular Zaxxon. And then there is the little heard of Future Spy, where very similar concept. They went with it was put out by Bally Midway instead of just by Zaxxon, and Super Zaxxon were Sega. And sorry about that. Future Spy had to come back in the other room. Sorry about that, cutting out like that. Future Spy was put out by Bally Midway, and it was still obviously designed by Sega, but it's basically, very few people have heard of that game. Very, very cool game. If you're a fan of Zaxxon, definitely check it out. Shout outs to Brady. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good day, man. And Sheldon is joining us, as well as Bad News to Cruz joining us. Hope you're having a good weekend, man. I hope, sorry, I heard you called the arcade earlier. Sorry I missed your call, but here we are. Glad you made it to the stream. Nick saying happy Saturday to you. Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. Paul DeCruz saying music will help you get through anything. Don't ever forget that next time you throw music on. I almost always have music playing in my office. I always have Led Zeppelin going, so pretty much non-stop. You're absolutely right. It definitely can change your mood. It can, it goes with everything. Always, if you're having a bad time, you throw some music on, and it'll always help. Shout outs to Richard. Thank you for joining us. Brady saying, what is Brian Cullen's Star Trek Voyager arcade game? So, Star Trek Voyager was put out by Game Refuge. It was giant, and there's an upright version of it, but there's a big sit-down two-player light gun game for Star Trek Voyager, which was it's a great game from Brian Cullen. Jeff Nauman worked on it as well. Very cool game. Don't have it here at the arcade. We had Brian's in storage at our place for a long time, and unfortunately, I believe he's lent it to several other arcades. I think, I'm not sure where it ended up, but Brian Cullen's actual Star Trek Voyager ended up at a local arcade. Maybe Geeks Mania, maybe? I can't even remember. I'll have to find that out. But a very cool game. Paul DeCruz saying, I will pay you $800 a month to live in the arcade. That's, you know, a month membership costs much less, man. It's not anywhere near that for a month membership. Wayne saying, any chance the old Star Trek arcade game is working? So it works. It's still a little flaky. It crashes after a while, but it does run. It is operational. What's going on with those GO8s? The monitor seems all right. We are working on a board issue. It will run and play, and it does just freeze up after a little bit. So if it's off, let us know. We'll make sure we fire it back up. We don't like having machines off like that. Everything's got to be up and running, but that one is becoming, it's problematic, but we'll get it. Let's see. James saying, I can't wait to come. We can't wait to have you out. We've had a lot of people asking about what hours we're open. We're still not at 100% like our normal hours. On Friday and Saturday, we are on our normal hours, which are 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. And then Sunday through Thursday, it's 11 a.m. till midnight. So we're getting closer to our regular hours. Probably another week or so we'll be there, but we're working on it. Galloping Ghost Pinball is actually open. We've had a lot of people, and apologize to the people that have been showing up and it's not open. But we are only currently open Friday and Saturday for Galloping Ghost Pinball. We're anxious to get back regular hours, but it's a process like anything else. So we appreciate the understanding and hope that it's just one of those things. Everett saying, got to see your shmup collection. Let's take a walk through the shmups room. We don't walk through it nearly enough. Got Gigawing 2, Truxton 1 and 2, Hellfire, and Zero Wing, Mission Craft, love Mission Craft, R-Type 2, R-Type Leo, Philios, great Namco game. There's a ton on the Genesis. Volgas, Twin Cobra 2, Twin Eagle 2, 1942, 1943, sorry about that. 1941 counterattack. If you're a fan of shmups and shooters, we've got them. We've got so many. We've got Gunbird 2 that was put up not too long ago. Phenomenal game. This monitor has plagued me. It has vexed me for the longest time. Now that we've got our new Rejuvenator, I think I'm going to try this again. I think we can get that one fixed now that our new Rejuvenator is here. We'll have that looking really nice. So, as far as shmups go, we've got quite a few here. Shout outs to Jay, thanks for checking in with us. Greg saying invite all the people from Skedarlia for the 10th. I don't think I've ever seen them in, the people from Skedarlia in here, but you never know, you never know. You got Metal Black, such a good game, very, very underrated game. If you're a fan of the Darius series, it's very, very cool game. Mars Matrix, the original R-Type, Ikaruga, Death Smiles, great Halloween style game. Very, very cool. Definitely one you don't see too often. Paul the Cruz saying, can you walk by Commando? Absolutely, absolutely. Let me walk over this way. Bullmaster joining us. Are there any other prototypes out there you have your eyes on and think you might be able to get someday? Oh, there's a few. There's a few. I won't say what. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, there's always, you never know when they're gonna pop up, and there's a few people that we know that aren't ready to part with them yet, but we always check in, we always stay in touch with them, and most everybody, at some point, everybody that we have talked to that has prototype, they're all like, yeah, it would be really cool to have it at the Galloping Ghost amongst all the other prototypes and super rare machines. Right there, Commando. Recapped that monitor not too long ago. Still looking great. Very, very great game. Pete Hahn putting up a very impressive score on that one as well. Let's see. Shout out to Ken Walker, Master Tech from Galloping Ghost Pinball. Thanks for joining us, man. Denny saying, you the man, Doc, can't wait to come and play Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Hey, that was the game we started on this afternoon, so very cool, you recognized it. Brucina joining us, thank you for being here. Hope you're feeling well after the oral surgery you had. I hope you're doing all right. Geraldo asking, is it bring your own beer? No, we don't allow alcohol here at all at the arcade. It would definitely change the atmosphere and the vibe of the place, so there's no alcohol allowed here at the arcade. There's a bar, Brixie's, that's like a block and a half down that people love Brixie's, so they've got a ton of beers on tap, and you can leave the arcade, go there for a little bit and come on back, just show the receipt. There's no re-entry fee or anything, so check it out. That is keeps what they do down there, keeps what we do over here, and allows everybody to do a little bit of everything. Let's see here. Greg saying Mission Craft is in my rotation now. There's that game, if you are looking to get into shmups and it's a great place to start. It's a very easy to get into. The game actually consists of 2 loops. So I believe it's 6 levels, and you can play through the whole game and then play through it again to fully finish the game. The difficulty is just right. Like, it's a challenge, it's a tough game. But if you spend some time on it, you'll probably be able to pick it up and make it all the way through. Efren saying, I love hearing the sounds of the games, music to my ears. Oh, absolutely. You know, it's crazy just walking through and you'll hear just little things, and it's interesting when there's a machine I can't really place. It'll make me like, what was that? What made that sound? And usually it's just in a track mode or a level or something I hadn't seen most. So it's to the point where it's not too often where there's a sound I'm not familiar with, but it's still so cool just to hear all the sounds and everything, and all the iconic music, like Castlevania, such iconic music. You'll hear that and you'll be like, oh, it's got to be right around here somewhere. Paul the Cruz saying, Doc, do some of your gamers also belong to your gym? There are a few. Like John Ocampo goes there. Of course, the MK guys. We got Philip Bond, who's here. He also works out there as well. So a lot of the regulars, not a ton of the regulars by any means, but we thought there would be a lot more crossover between the arcade and the gym, but it's there for whoever wants it. So Jamie saying, love me some shmups. Absolutely. We've got just shmups was one of those things where I always loved shooters and everything, but it wasn't until the arcade opened that there was so many new ones that I personally was finding. Charles asking, do you have B-Storm? We absolutely do. Right there, Don Patchy 2, B-Storm. We've got Don Patchy. We've got Dodon Patchy. We've got Dodon Patchy 2 B-Storm, and Dodon Patchy Diojo. Now, these are in 2-in-1 cabinets, but they are all on original PCBs. Like, we don't have any PGMs or anything. The B-Storm was the only one that was on a PGM. That's the only way it came out. So that is the original hardware for that. Kevin has the Star Wars cockpit working. It is. Loaded up with Empire Strikes Back. When most of these you see, they have Star Wars in them, the original Vector Atari game. We've got Empire Strikes Back in ours. Greg saying, I like Dragon Blaze now, more fun than I thought. So there is so much stuff going on in Dragon Blaze. Next time you come out, man, let me show you some Ghost Lord tech on Dragon Blaze, because what an awesome game. And it's a lot deeper than you would think. Like, you could just play it as a shmup, and it's great. It's a lot of fun, but there's a couple of skill shots that you can do to really raise up your score. Greg saying, does anybody play Death Smiles? I never see it. It's a great game. It's another one. It's a cave game. It's fairly easy to complete, but if you're playing it for score, it's one where you have to really learn the nuances of how to like score well in that game. Very cool game though. Jim saying, love that aisle already. Can't wait to see it in person soon. Can't wait to have you out, man. Martin asking, do we have the Simpsons and 4 Players Turtles? We absolutely do. We have both Turtles in Time and the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as the Simpsons. The Simpsons, we just put a new monitor in there. It's playing. We changed all the grommets and the sticks, so it's playing great. It's looking great. So they're here for you. We have all the 4-player Konami games, Sunset Riders, Metamorphic Force, Mystic Warriors, super rare one, G.I. Joe, what else? Bucky O'Hare. You name a 4-player Konami game and we've got it for sure. John asking about Tail Gunner. We do not have Tail Gunner so far. Again, maybe it's sitting in the vaults. Who knows? Tune in Monday Mystery. You never know. It's 2 days away. Maybe it'll be Tail Gunner. Shout out to Brian Frank. Thank you for joining us. Brady Rain saying there's a Tsunami Mega Cabinet that had Crimson Skies, Mech Warrior 4, and Air Raid. Very cool game. Very cool game. Big, very big one. It's A very large cabinet. Don't have it here at the arcade, but again, Monday Mystery, you never know. Shout outs to Holly. Thank you for joining us. Greg asking, did we put up a scorecard on Flicky yet? What's going on? Excuse me. Let's check. Actually, we did. It's got a new Flicky scorecard. Pete got around to that. Danielle's world record, 24,119,640 points. Right up there. You know, we're super anxious to get back streaming and doing live thing. We've taken a little bit of a break, not intentionally. We want to get back on it. I was talking to Pete and Jeremiah and Danielle. All of them still want to do streaming. Just a matter of getting the time to do it. So hopefully soon. Daniel Wolf joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Hope you're having a great weekend. Saying, do you have records for games like House of the Dead and Time? We do. There's pretty much, especially the gun games. Everybody puts in top scores for those. House of the Dead. Let's go over here and check that out. Christina saying, I'm feeling better. I appreciate it. Great to hear. Great to hear. Let's see. Oh, you know what? House of the Dead is over in the 4th building, but let's take a walk down that way. We'll see if the signal holds. Commando right there. Everett just. Kevin saying I'm going to drive all the way from Virginia. It's the best deep dish pizza in Chicago. Oh man. You'd have to ask Fat Chris that. I'm sure. Chris might say Lou Malnati's. Stephen Lucas joining us. Thanks for being here, man. Saying, I'm there tomorrow. Can't wait to have you out, man. I know there's going to be some scores coming down if you're in town. Denny saying, fun fact, Fat Chris comes in to my Lou Malnati's to buy pizza all the time. Denny, that's awesome that you're there, man. Roy, shout outs to Roy, thank you for being here, as well as Dan Igavelli, thank you for being here. Let's see. Denny saying, Angie from Brixie's is my other mom. Glad to hear about the partnership. Not a partnership by any means, but it's so awesome. One of the things, we're all here in Brookfield, we want to support one another, and Brixie's is, people love that place. It's a lot of people just head right down. It's close and has a great reputation, so all good, all good. You see if I can get up. I would show you the House of the Dead scores, but there's a bunch of people on there. Let's see here. Dennis saying, has In the Hunt gotten its watermark key back? It has. I literally just checked it, and one of the seals, that room gets... Sorry about that. Not sure why we keep cutting out. Dennis asking about the In the Hunt watermark key. The light was pretty close to the back of it, and the water is already all evaporated. So we got to do some fine tuning on that, and we'll get that back up and running properly very soon. Brucina saying, can you do a brother-sister special if I move it in the arcade too? Sure. You know, we were supposed to have, there's 2 apartments above the Canton building, and if we end up getting those, we were looking to turn those into, we were going to call it the Galloping Ghost Hostel, for when people came in from out of town, they could just stay up there and have 2 video game themed apartments. So we'll see. There's still a lot of things in the future that we want to do, but it'll be a bit. It'll be a bit before we're back on track with stuff. Anthony saying, in Minnesota, I wish I could be there. Well, let us know when you're coming. We'll be here. Roy saying, I'm on the work clock listening. Very cool. Thank you for joining us. Charles checking in with us. Brady saying Laser Ghost in the background. Laser Ghost is such a great game. Let's see. Everett saying, out of many Mortal Kombat actors, I want to meet Ho Sung Pak. Ho Sung Pak. A quick view of the arcade. Ho Sung is so awesome. He's been out here twice, and just what an awesome guy. Was an honor to have him out here. So humble, and just had so many stories. And at the second Combat Con, it was just amazing to see everybody brought back together. Really, in the first Combat Con, him and Daniel Pesina hadn't seen each other in 20 plus years. To see those two guys reunited, and Rich DeVizio, they're all childhood friends. So to see them all back together for the first time in 20 plus years was pretty unbelievable. Let's see. Greg saying the marquee for Altered Beast is the reason enough to go to the arcade. Let me take a quick walk past that. Altered Beast right here. Daniel Wolf asking, do you have all of the Capcom beat-em-ups? Probably not all of them. We've got a lot of the Capcom beat-em-ups. Knights of the Round. Let's see, obviously Final Fight. It's not as... There's a few Capcom ones we don't have, but we're always working on that. Shout out to Orlando saying, hey there, thank you for joining us, man. Very awesome. Susan asking, what was the Battle of the Planets graphic? So that is Tetsunuko versus Capcom, which was a game where it had characters from the Tetsunuko animation company, like Gotcha Man and other characters fighting against Capcom fighters. So great crossover game. That brought a lot of people in when we put that on the floor. Super rare game. But Battle of the Planets, like what an awesome cartoon back in the day. Let's see here. Sean asking about Toy Pop. That's another one. Don't have it here on the arcade floor. 777 games. Don't have Toy Pop yet. All these ones that everybody's naming, it could just be a matter of time. Tune in on Monday at 5 p.m. Central for the Monday Mystery Game. You never know what's going up. It could be anything. Orlando saying, Doc, I wonder how many miles you've arcade so far. That's a good question. I don't know how how many steps does it take to walk the entire arcade. I'll have to measure that at some point. Brady Rain asking, show Daytona. All right, I can go show some Daytona. Jamie saying I might come from Tucson for the event. That'd be awesome. If you're coming out to that whole week, August 7th, 8th, and 9th is our T20, which is a giant tournament in 20 games. You know, I was talking to a lot of the players. A lot of the top players aren't going to be able to make it out for T20, so that leaves a lot of room for somebody to really make a name for themselves and maybe steal the T20 championship. So that'll be interesting. Christina, you like the Hostel? That's it. We had actually done a Kickstarter years and years and years ago, back when you'd have to find it first. Dennis saying the apartments over Canton should be your museum of gaming items so they don't have to be separated from the arcade. It's not a bad idea. The museum that we would love to do, location is a key thing. Like, we've got so much to show that there's so many things we haven't shown off that could be in the museum. But we'll get to that at some point. John saying, good day to you, Doc. Arcades rock, bro. All the best to you, brother. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you joining us. Brent saying, love your place, bud. I'm moving 400 miles away, and I hope I can make it out one last time before I move. Awesome. Like, I don't know how to say it. What do you say to that? Hopefully it's a good opportunity that you're moving. We'll definitely miss you and definitely hope to see you before you move away. Just know whenever you come back to town, we're here. So we're not going anywhere. Jeremy saying, I'm always missing you guys. I try to go to every time I swing through Brookfield and can't wait to grind through some more Metal Slug. I love Metal Slug. That's one of those. I was playing Dolphin Blue the other day, which always reminds me of Metal Slug, and just I got to get some more time on the newest Metal Slug that we got. Let's see, Thomas Raw asking how far the arcade strip club from the Galloping Ghost. I got tokens to spend. That I don't even know. I don't even know that one. Brady Rain noticing Cubert in the background. Not only do we have Cubert and Cubert's cubes, but we also have the prototype faster, harder, more challenging Cubert, which was when Warren Davis was working on on Cubert, the original. He had wanted faster, harder, more challenging Cubert. This is how he wanted the game to actually play. He wanted it to be a lot more difficult. And everybody else was, this game is crazy hard. You gotta scale it back. And so we did. And right before they were wrapping up, they were thinking about putting out faster, harder, more challenging Cubert because people were getting so good at Cubert. Earnings were going down because people were getting really good and making a quarter last a long time. But as far as I know, it only got to the prototype stage. When we put that on the arcade floor, we were fortunate enough to have Warren Davis in the stream chat. And I don't think Jeff Lee, who is the artist on the game, I don't think he made it out that day. But it was amazing to have Warren Davis on the stream with us. Shout outs to Ryan Ward for sending 50 stars. Very much appreciated. Greg saying Daytona is fun. Oh, absolutely love Daytona. So many people do. Greg saying there's Forgotten Worlds. Right there. Original spinners and all. Lucia saying, I feel like my brother and I have known you forever. It's crazy. You're so cool. I literally love all Chicago people. You know, it's this community. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that, Brucina and Paul saying you're a genuine dude. Don't ever change. Thank you for that very much. It's so awesome to be able to just be around such an amazing community. Like, we see so many people throughout the years and everything, and we've met so many people. It's unbelievable that the community that formed here was just so incredible. It's like some of the nicest people. You know, I got in the mail today from Fat Chris. Just so awesome. Just send me this Godzilla figure here from NECA, based on the 8-bit Nintendo Godzilla. Just so awesome. Huge thanks to Fat Chris for that. Super, super nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Like, it's unbelievable to have such a supportive community, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. So thanks everybody for being so amazing. Let's see. Greg saying Dolphin Blue is really cool but difficult. It's a tough game for sure. Brady saying, what was your first game? So the first game that I ever bought was Narc, and just played it a ton in the arcade until they took it out of the arcade that I went to. I had to buy my own for my house, and That's bought 2 more games shortly after that, but Narc was always something special. Taking another look at the arcade. $777 games. Thomas Roth, but it was amazing to see, amazing to us. Super Burger Time was on the arcade floor. Absolutely, Super Burger Time, great game from Data East. Let's see. Jamie saying, what did you walk by? It had 8 marquees. Something with 8 marquees. Man, I can't even picture it. Holly saying, Final Fight was such a big hit. Any insight why Capcom never made an arcade sequel? So they went, like when Street Fighter hit, that really changed everything. They probably, you would expect them to almost, but the beat 'em ups were not earning like they were before the fighting game scene came out. So they just went more straight ahead with fighters. So that became the main focus. John saying, Narc, what a game, what a game. Jeremy saying, show us the Mr. Big poster. Can do that. You know, before I show the Mr. Big poster, I'll come over here and show this custom-made Mr. Big replica that the guys had that custom-made for me for the big Narc event that we did. They presented it to me at the start of the event. It was so amazing to see that. It was just an incredible thing. And we'll go right over here to the big Mr. Big framed artwork piece that you see in the last level of Narc. Let's see. Ulysses saying, hey Doc, the Galloping Ghost is the best arcade I've ever been to. Second best is Logan's at the corner of Western and Fullerton in Chicago. Logan, so James Espy is the owner of Logan's. Amazing guy, amazing collector. Always hear good things about his place. Been out there once, checked it out. But yeah, he's a great guy. He definitely runs a great place for sure. Paul saying, really enjoyed the stream. A lot of interaction going on. Love you all in the arcade family. Greg saying, thank you so much for that, man. That's a big thing. It's all having fun. It's great to hear that you're enjoying it, man. Greg saying, Mr. Big is so ugly. I won't tell Mark Lafredo you said that. He was the actor that played Mr. Big. They did kind of bulk him up. That neck that he has, that was actually a Slimer mask from the Ghostbusters. They like cut off the fatty Slimer roll and made it into a prosthetic and put it on Mark. Fat Chris, thank you so much. I got your present that you sent. Very, very awesome. Thank you so much, Fat Chris, for that. I was going to give you a call in a bit. Paula Cruz saying, I had a hard time beating Mr. Big for a while. He is tough. He is tough. Thomas Ross saying, what t-shirt size do you wear? I'll send you something. Oh, thank you so much, man. I wear a medium. Very much appreciated. Brady bringing up Dark Presence. You know, we have Slips in from out of state. He's hanging out this weekend. He's a pro fighting game player. He used to play on our Team GGA back in the day. Amazing Mortal Kombat 9 player. And he is in town testing Dark Presence. Maybe we'll do a little video down there. We'll show some test footage of Dark Presence. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. John asking, any chance seeing Ghosts and Goblins if you have it? We've got Ghouls and Ghosts, and of course Ghosts and Goblins right next to it. So, side by side, probably, when you walk in, could be the first 2 games you see. Jay saying I got NBA Jam 1-Up machine the other day. It's not the same as having the actual arcade cabinet, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the 1-Up arcades, definitely great for home use. The arcades are always going to be the best there is, though. Paul Cruz saying, Doc, do you receive gifts at the arcade address? I do. Please don't feel obligated to send me anything. It's very much appreciated, though. You guys are all so generous to me already, and everybody here at the arcade. We just appreciate you tuning in and hanging out and having fun with us. Greg saying, Ghouls and Ghosts is awesome, and people who play it are awesome. You know, I have seen Pete Hahn 1cc both loops of that game. So awesome. Such a tough game. Both games so good, though. So I think I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I'm gonna head around. You know, every time I walk around, it's like I see 3 things. It's like, oh, I gotta go fix that real quick. So I'm gonna take off. I hope everybody is having an amazing weekend, a great Saturday. Hope Sunday is good for everybody, and we'll be around at some point tomorrow. Keep an eye out. We might do another stream later tonight. We'll have to see. Maybe down playing some Dark Presidents, but either way, Monday, 5 p.m. for the Monday Mystery Game. Don't miss what we will be putting out this week. Should be a pretty fun one. So thank you all so much. Again, hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. So until then, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Stay safe, everybody.